President Trump meets today in New York with a series of world leaders. In a defiant speech before the United Nations yesterday, the president vowed to totally destroy North Korea if it threatens the U.S. or its allies. He also called the Iran nuclear deal an embarrassment. Margaret Brennan is at the United Nations. Some tough words, Margaret.
Indeed. Well, this morning, President Trump is expected to hold meetings with the King of Jordan, as well as the presidents of Egypt and the Palestinian Authority, to discuss Mideast peace and combating terrorism. He's also going to have a one-on-one with UK Prime Minister Theresa May, who will tell the president she opposes his plan to try to renegotiate the Iran nuclear deal.
Major portions of the world are in conflict, and some, in fact, are going to hell.
President Trump's whirlwind week of diplomacy brought some very undiplomatic language.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime.
Before President Trump took the podium, North Korea's UN ambassador left the room in protest.
It's really out of place when you're talking to the world leaders in the United Nations.
Former Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta.
Any miscalculation, any provocative act could suddenly send us into a war.
While the president talked tough, he stopped short of mentioning North Korea's #1 trading partner by name, China, but hinted there may be consequences for any country that supplies the regime. Mr. Trump also had harsh words for Iran.
The Iranian government masks a corrupt dictatorship behind the false guise of a democracy.
President Trump criticized the international deal to freeze Iran's nuclear program, which he is considering withdrawing from.
That deal is an embarrassment to the United States, and I don't think you've heard the last of it.
Last night on Colbert, former rival Hillary Clinton said Mr. Trump's tone was beneath the office of the presidency.
I thought it was very dark, dangerous, not the kind of message that the leader of the greatest nation in the world should be delivering.
The president responded this morning on Twitter, calling Clinton crooked and accusing her of allowing North Korea to build nukes. Charlie, we will expect the White House to continue to point to the praise that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gave the president, saying this was the most courageous speech that he has heard in 30 years.
Margaret, thanks.